All right, happy Thursday, everybody. Today we are going to look at some scenarios that will require you to write an equation with the variable on both sides of the equation. Okay, so let's go ahead and get started with these first three examples, and then I will show you what the rest of your assignment is for today. So it says here a car rental company charges a $34 rental fee and 50 cents for every mile driven. A second rental car company charges a $20 rental fee and 75 cents for every mile driven. What is the number of miles at which both companies will charge the same for a one-day rental? So, what we need to look at here is the words that we have and how to take those words and to write them into an equation. So if we start with the first rental car company, it says a $34 rental fee. So we're going to start with that number 34, and we're going to call 34 our constant because that's never going to change. Now, whenever we read a problem in math and we see the word and, we know that and means addition. So it's going to be $34 and 50 cents for every mile driven. So I'm going to write 34 plus 50 cents. Now, what I need to determine here is which one of these numbers is going to have a variable attached to it. So if you look at $34, which is never going to change, and 50 cents for every mile driven, it's pretty clear that 50 cents is going to change no matter what miles we drive. So I'm going to use X to represent the change because I could put 3 miles in there. I could substitute 100 miles for the variable X. I could even substitute 1,000 miles for the variable X. So this is how I would represent the first part is the $34 rental fee, which never changes, and or plus 50 cents, which changes with every mile that you drive. So the second rental car company charges a $20 rental fee. So that's never going to change. And, which means addition, 75 cents for every mile driven. So that will be represented with 75 cents X. Then the problem says, what is the number of miles at which both companies will charge the same? So anytime we see the word the same in math, that means equals. So we're going to put our equal sign right in between both of these two expressions that represent each part of our scenario. So I have one rental car company that's $34 plus 50 cents per mile, and one rental car company that's $20 plus 75 cents per mile, and we're going to figure out when will they be the same. So we can start either way. We can move our variable first, which I'm going to go ahead and move my 50 cents to the other side of the equation because I always try to move the smaller to the larger. That way I avoid working with negatives. So now I have 34 equals 20. And so 75 cents minus 50 cents is going to be 25 cents. Okay. So then the next thing I do is move my 20. So now I have 14 equals 25 cents X. So then the next thing I'm going to do is divide both sides by 25 cents. So 14 divided by 0.25 equals 56. So I can answer the question by saying that after 56 miles, both companies will charge the same for the one-day rental. All right, so let's go on to the next one. All right, so this one says, Duke is a part-time student at Horizon Community College. He currently has 22 credits, and he plans to take 6 credits per semester until he is finished. Duke's friend Keela is also a student at the college. She has 4 credits and plans to take 12 credits per semester. After how many semesters will Duke and Keela have the same number of credits? So let's start with Duke. Duke has 22. Didn't mean to press the text box there, but we're stuck with it. So Duke has 22, and he plans to take 6 per semester hour. So he is adding 6 more per semester hour. So we have 22 plus 6x. And then Keela has 4, and she's going to take 12 per semesters. And we want to know when they're going to be the same, or when are these two going to equal each other. All right, so same thing. Let's move the smaller to the larger. So I have 22 equals 4 plus 6x. Subtract 4 from both sides. I have 18. Divide both sides by 6. And x equals 3. So after 3 semesters, Duke and Keela will have the same number of credits. Okay, let's go to the last one here, which says, currently, 96 members participate in the morning workout, and this number has been increasing by 2 people per week. Okay, so I have 96. So there's 2 people per week, 2x. Currently, 80 members participate in the afternoon workout, and this number has been decreasing by 3 people per week. So here's 80 minus 3x, because decreasing means subtraction. In how many weeks will the number of people working out in the morning, so our morning is the 96 plus 2x, be double the number of people working out in the afternoon? So the afternoon is the 80 minus 3x. So we see something else in here about in how many weeks will the number of people working out in the morning be double. All right. So the word double means the number 2. So one of these sides needs to be multiplied by the number 2. So let's take a moment and think. Which side do you think needs to be multiplied by the number 2? If you said the right side, you are correct. Because the question is, in how many weeks will the number of people working out in the morning, so that's 96 plus 2x, equal to double the number working out in the afternoon, or 2 times 80 minus 3x. So this one just involves one extra step of distributing. So let's go ahead and distribute. Okay, so the next thing that we need to do is we need to start moving some stuff around. So I'm going to move my variable, since the negative 6 is less than 2x, and I want to do whatever I can to keep my variables positive. They're just easier to work with that way. I'm going to add 6 to both sides, so I have 96 plus 8x equals 160. Then we'll just subtract 96 from both sides. So that's going to be 8x equals 64. So all I need to do now is divide both sides by 8. And x equals 8. So after 8 weeks, the number of people working out in the morning will be double the number of people working out in the afternoon. Okay? So your assignments today. All right, so the first one is problem solving scenarios part 1. So when you open that up, basically what this is, it's a PowerPoint, or not, excuse me, not Google Slides. And all you're going to do, it's called multi-step equation matching. So you just open it up. And you're going to read each of these scenarios, and then you're going to take the box on the right side and match it to whichever scenario it belongs to. So the first one says Selena Gomez gym membership costs $180 to sign up and then charges $6 for each visit. Demi Lovato's gym membership costs $160 to sign up and then charges $8 for each visit. At how many visits will they have spent the same amount of money? So you have your three choices over here, and you can just use your cursor on your computer and slide them around, okay, to where you want them to be. So this one here is 180 plus 6x equals 160 plus 8x. So it's this one right down here. So you'll just have to shuffle things around to move that one right up there, and then put these wherever they belong. Come on, move. Okay, so that one disappeared on me. All right, well, let's see if I can refresh or undo. All right, so anyways, you would put the correct one next to where it belongs. Be careful you don't accidentally delete one of them like I did. That's what happens sometimes. Okay, well, so that's what you're going to do is just kind of drag them to the correct answer. Then for your next assignment, after you do that one, you just click your submit button, which on the student version, it does say submit. Then the next one is going to be problem solving scenarios part 2. So when you open that one, this is just simply 6 more problems that you need to do, but this is going to go a step further. You need to actually solve these, whereas the multi-step equation match is just matching the proper scenario to the equation. For the problem solving scenarios part 2, you're actually going to solve them. Okay, so if you need anything, I will be up on Google Meet between 10:45 and 11:45, and you can also email me throughout the day, and I will have something for you on Friday. So take care. Have a great day.